walk into a grocery store and get the food that you need, and you don't have to pay anything for it. So what does that mean? It means that why would someone run in there and start stealing tomatoes? Because they would have no reason for it. They couldn't sell it. They would go bad eventually. You know, there's no reason, even if it was physical properties like televisions and things like that. Why would someone want to just take a bunch of televisions? They can't sell it. They have no reason to hoard it. And what that means is an openness of love for the community. It's an open trust. So the greed would vanish, because greed is essentially a culturally produced element, just like bigotry. No one's born with greed. You're born with a general sense of wanting things and learning, but greed in a materialistic sense, as far as all this shit's concerned, that's conditioned upon us. You know, greed for my clothes, greed for everything that's fought for in a greed sense is conditioned, and we have to condition out of that, and that's why I advocate this social system, because it would actually eliminate that. Well, it's not my system. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I'll explain the question to those who can't hear it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey.
So basically, all right. So that you're saying there's like all these people up high in power trying to, you know, destroy the system, or the system that was established.
Actually, what
okay. Basically, the government is an entity, right?
Yes.
But it's an entity full of people. It's comprised of people, right? And these people do jobs, right? And so, I mean, maybe there are a few people up high that are like trying to do bad, but you're forgetting that there's many more people in the within these entities that aren't bad, and they do fight these things. Like it's not all black and white, you know. It's not just like,
I agree.
Yeah, there's these bad people and that's all there is. There's also good people, man. You know, like,
of course. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. First of all, there's no such thing as a bad person as far as I'm concerned. And maybe you misunderstood or I miscommunicated poorly.
You know what I mean, though? Like, it's not...
I know exactly what you mean. No, I think it's... no, the people... First of all, if you took out everybody at the top, you took them out, there would be someone stepping in to take their place very quickly because of what the environment sets up. But there are plenty of other people. It's the environment that dictates this. There are plenty of other people that don't have that type of experience and therefore don't have that type of excessive greed, obsessive need for power and control. But it is an environmental condition. What I mean by this, and very specifically the effect that there's no bad people, and it's just a big, huge, massive threshold of different forms of aberrant behavior based on the social structure. Everyone is corrupt, but everyone is good. It's both and all the same. See, every time I look at you, if say you're a serial killer, and I was like, oh, this guy's a serial killer, I wouldn't look at you and say, well, I want to kill this guy, or he should be put in jail. I'd say this guy is a victim of his culture. It's not him that's bad or anybody. It's the culture that culminated you. Therefore, to really go after what aberrant behavior is, crime and corruption and the corporate and the Illuminati and the New World Order, you have to go after the root causes of this. And that's what's going to change things.
It's like... I just think that, I mean, that's all good what you just said. It's all fair and good. There are no bad people. But I mean, when I say bad people, I mean bad people with bad intentions. You know, like,
well, I know.
They're bad.
Well, we all have bad intentions in this system.
But it's like, no, look, I'll give you an example and then I'll go and I'll let you guys. Sorry. There was a big case with Guantanamo Bay. I don't know if you read about this. There was an internal FBI there was like an internal battle between the FBI and the Justice Department. And there was there were like about 4,000 complaints from Guantanamo Bay prisoners that they had been tortured and all that stuff.
Sure.
And I mean, within the FBI, a group of people started to investigate this. And then they got shut down by the Justice Department.
Of course.
But it was released, and like, man, you can find it online. Just go look. It's like a 400-page document detailing all this investigation that went on, and it was like a big thing because it was an internal battle within this entity of government. That,
sure.
I'm
not just blindly saying that the government is just black and white bad. All I'm saying is that there are obviously many people that are in the system that want to help. For example, John Perkins, who used to be an economic hitman, he changed. He decided to come forward. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Okay.
Hi there, Peter.
Hi.
Thank you, first of all, so much for creating this film and everything. It's brilliant. It gives a good message, but what I find, there's some interesting bits in there which I think I have to really disagree with, and I'm sure you can respect that. First of all, you start your film with Krishnamurti, who's a Hindu philosopher. But whereas in the film itself, halfway through I saw that you were saying that all religions, including Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, is all barriers to progression. Whereas all your quotes in there are from Hinduism, like consciousness, one love. Yeah, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. The roots which people get are from these ancient Aboriginal religions and Native American cultures, and what your film is trying to portray. At the same time, it's so sensationalism. What I find is you've got to gather all the good bits which people want to hear about. We know there's all shit going on. We know all the crap is going on at the moment, and all what we talk about in the paranoia this guy talks about, with the system.
Right.
Fair enough. But I don't think you've done enough research. I think it shows a bit of a smugness from your behalf that you're just kind of bunged in just to show that you're secular with your views on all religions. I do believe there's goodness in all religions, in all ways of life. What your points you discuss about one love, consciousness, Carl Sagan stuff, that comes from the Vedic scriptures.
It comes from Hinduism, it comes from Buddhism, it comes from Christianity,
exactly.
It comes from the Islamic tradition in certain parts. That's why I discussed this. As I say in the film, what is the failure of religion is the separatism. It's to think that one's better than the other. So what I do in this film, it's not secular per se. Krishnamurti is not secular, he's not religious. He's a philosopher. In the first film, Zeitgeist 1, I have a Buddhist leader speaking at the very beginning. I am actually very religious in a general sense, to the extent that I know the things I don't know. I don't believe in a creator because there's no evidence for that. I use my mind and I relate to nature. True religion is relation to nature. So I'm not trying to dismiss anything. What I'm trying to do is say that there's a lot of great things and there's a lot of very bad things. And the main point is that it's divisionary. As long as we have these established structures,
fair enough.
Nothing's going to help.
Division is created by political ideologies, not religions. There's a difference between political ideology and religion.
If you read, it depends how you choose to interpret the text.
Okay, fair enough. But
you're quite right. Religion is the most destructive thing that has happened. Okay. It's a method of control, just like money. That's a very valid point.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks, mate.
Right, you're right.
First of all,
it's not. I'm not having double standards. As I said repeatedly in the film. Money is faith.
Hey, can we all wait our turn? That'd be great.
Let me say one more thing on this. The issue of faith in most traditional religions. This is what I relate to with myth in the first film. It's these notions of faith, and what this means is that, and this is the same for money, is that people just accept what they've been told, and they feel that they are against God if they choose to question it. And I think this is a very bad disposition. That's all. Well, some of them have certain things like that, but yes, you're right. No, religion is vast. I go after the established religions, the ones that have the biggest clout, the biggest political control, the ones that have been around the longest, that have obviously proven that they are outdated. They have kernels of truth, but the practice is really pushed away from benefiting humanity.
First of all, mate.
Right.
First of all, I want to acknowledge him for putting this work out there, because nobody else is doing this work. That is absolutely amazing. And the great thing